Where are you going to find us? I hope you guys don't mind my attempt at DJing. It's the best thing I can do to match the theme. Okay, sit tight and all your questions will be answered. Check it out. How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to another News and Updates with Ronin 47R. Today is May 12th, 2015, but you know what? This is not a normal news update. This is a headline, extra, read all about it, Newsflash. That's right, this is a Newsflash. Why? It's a special situation. I'm sharing with you something really cool. If you haven't already noticed, if you go to the Xbox 360 Edition website, if you haven't already noticed, it says Club Wargaming Meet the Streamers, and this is my headline. This is what I really wanted to share with you. I've been very excited. I had to keep my lips sealed for a while now, but I really wanted to finally share this with you now that it's gone public. So I'm very excited that what's been really cool is that you guys, the subscribers, the viewers, folks that follow me on Twitter, whatever it is that you're doing to get the word out, it's working, because Wargaming has tapped me on the shoulder and invited me to join Club Wargaming. Previously, it was known as being a community contributor, and that's probably why you've seen, if you've noticed, my name change, or the tag change in the forums. So let me just go ahead and get onto it right now with exactly what this article is about. Normally I don't like to read to you, but you know what? It's just easier if I just go ahead and highlight some things right here. So basically, you can see it says, earlier this year when we announced our new community outreach program called Club Wargaming, we said that its first inductees would be live streamers. And by the way, live streamers is what they call anyone who's doing the visuals. So it could be YouTubers or, folks that stream, or those folks that do both. Well, we've welcomed several of them into the club, and now that they've all mastered the secret handshake, by the way, there's no secret handshake, it's time for you to meet some of them. We'll introduce you to other Club Wargaming members in future, but for now, say hello to Alleluia, I'm Ramasama, and of course me, Ronin 47R. Now, before we get into the interview itself, I just wanted to go ahead and back this thing up with a little bit of foundation here. If you highlight this part here that says we announced, and I'll be honest with you, I didn't even know about this. This was, if you click on this, it'll pop open this this article from back in January 16th, 2015. And in all honesty, maybe I saw it. I don't really remember it, but part of the reason why I started the whole news and updates is because I'm just like you guys. I don't have the time to catch up on everything, and now I've made it a mission to go ahead and do that for you guys. So now I'm better at it. But gosh, back then, I missed this article. So basically, they're explaining that there's some folks out there in the community, the fans, the players, and they're just looking for folks to volunteer to help other players, whether it's in the forums, creating videos and whatnot, and just basically put positiveness back into the player base, so that we can all learn from each other and just have a good time, and just it just makes the game even better. That's the short version. You can read the article here again, from back on January 16th, and you can find it if you follow the link from yesterday's announcement of Club Wargaming Meets the Streamers. You can follow that link there. So that's that. All right, now getting on to what was pretty exciting for me is, gosh, I don't know. I don't even know where to begin. I'm so excited. It's basically, this opportunity for our channel to be seen more and to be more recognized, and which in turn means that we can, help each other and have even more fun and increase how we have a really good community. So I'm really excited about that. There were actually there was like 8 questions. I'm going to tell you some secret stuff, so keep it under your hat. Basically, they sent us out. Here, let me just stop scrolling so I don't confuse you and make you go crazy trying to read it and follow. So basically what happened is they, one of the things they did after they asked if I wanted to join, and I said yes, there was an interview in preparation for this article. And I'm going to highlight this. So they sent out, I want to say it was 8 questions. And we know one of the questions is, how did you first get into World of Tanks and what hooked you? You know, and then you wrote whatever you wanted to write. They didn't give you any instructions, so you could have written, you know, 5 paragraphs or 2 sentences. So you answered these, I think they wanted a minimum of whatever, and the maximum was, you know, 8 questions that they sent. So you answer the questions, and then as it's like a newspaper or something, you know, you send it in, but it's up to, I mean, they have the right. It's their website, right? They can chop it up and slice it. They can't change your words around because that would be unethical, but, you know, they can adapt it to fit the size of their posting. I just knew that commonsensically they didn't say that. But anyway, so I just answered it, you know, just like normal. I just shot from the hip, and I'm just an honest guy and just average guy, and I just let it roll, right? So I just answer the questions. And you can see here, you know, behind each of the 3 war game, you know, Club Wargamers, you can see our answers for that one particular question. Now that I've laid the foundation, basically I wanted to share something with you because, you know, I want people to get credit where it's due. And, you know, our channel is not only what it is because of you guys, the subscribers, but, you know, I didn't know anything about this stuff. I'm still learning a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm still asking questions. And, you know, so I wanted the, you know, the credit to go where it's due, because when I read this and they fit it in, there was, you know, they had to alter it a little bit. And I wanted to make sure that that was, that true unedited message got out to the people that I wanted it to get out to. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I know I'm talking a lot about this stuff, but it's really exciting to me. And I want to, again, make sure that the message gets out the way I intended it. So let me just quickly answer this. So it said, you know, what got me hooked? And let me just highlight this right here, and then I'm going to show you something in comparison. So, you know, it says here, I believe I first saw World of Tanks as I downloaded as a download offered on Xbox 360 dashboard back in March 2014. So I found it by accident. Once I downloaded it and tried it, I was hooked, as I enjoy upgrading and tinkering with tanks in the garage and then making things go boom. But what really got me hooked was the high quality of people that makes up the World of Tanks community. From a player's point of view, there are many good people out there, especially in the forums, that are willing to help answer your questions. Now that's what they printed, and you can see here, if you scroll down, they you know, they're going in alphabetical order, and the first guy, you know, Alleluia, they have his video here, and then they skip down, and then they have the next question. So that was the end of my answer that they printed. But what I wanted to do, because this is important to me, is that I want to give mention to who it, you know, you'll see. So basically, I think they started, or I think they only took this part of my answer, I think, or was it a little bit lower? Anyway, so the point is that what they left out and what I wanted to share to you, and of course to the individuals mentioned here, because that's important to me, is that from a player's point of view, this is the question or this is the answer I submitted. So you're getting the unedited director's cut. From a player's point of view, there are many good people out there, especially in the World of Tanks forums, that are willing to help answer your questions. From the point of view of a fledgling YouTuber, I happened to reach out to Cosmic Carry, as he was both someone I recognized from YouTube, shortened YouTube, as well as the forums, and he patiently answered and assisted me in my quest to start my own game recordings. To this day, I value his and Wizard Ken's selfless mentoring to my noobish and previously clueless "how do I?" questions. For that, I say thank you. So I'm sure it's simply, if you look at all the other posts, I'm assuming because of the length, because I guess it's like double the size that they wanted, although they weren't giving me instructions in the first place, is that it was really important to me that I highlighted, you know, these folks here, because these are the guys that, you know, first Cosmic Carry and then, you know, Wizard Ken, I bothered these guys, and I mean that semi-seriously about bothering, but you know, they've been so patient, and I'm just going to take the opportunity right now to say, guys, go. I'm sure you already know about them, but if you don't, absolutely check out their channel. They're awesome dudes, and they're very approachable. You know, they're really down to earth. So I just want to do that shout out, because anytime I get mentioned, I don't really see me getting mentioned. I see us, and when I say us, it's everything from subscriber, players, viewers, all the way up to fellow YouTubers and me, because everybody's had a hand, whether you know it or not. Everybody's had a hand in developing the channel. And so I just say, you know, I just want them to be acknowledged and say thank you. Just to finish this thing up, you can see here, it's, you know, the next question was, you know, tell us about your setup and stuff. And I'm not going to read all this stuff to you, but basically, when it comes to the streams and videos, and they're asking about some setup here, you can see my answer here. And I just basically was explaining that as far as streaming is concerned, I was explaining where I am in the development of my channel, and when it comes to streaming, I'm shooting for in June after I move and get everything all set up, because right now, I mean, I'm not going to get into the TMI, but believe me, if someone flushes the toilet, you'll hear it. So I have to really record around everybody else's schedule, and it's insanely difficult. So right now for me. All right. And then the last question here. Whoops. Hello. Are there any other streamers that you watch and or look up to? Let me see if that is the last question. Oh no, there's some more questions. And so I mentioned how, with Soviet Death, I've streamed with him, I was in his platoon, and that was fun, and that sort of thing. And then down below, it says here, if you could make any improvements to roll tanks, what would it be? And so, so I just went ahead and gave some input. And as it happens to turn out, looks like update 1.1.0 might be answering some of those questions. Not that I'm saying that I'm the one that, made it happen, but it's just funny that it kind of took care of some of the things on my wish list. And then the last question says, do you have any tips for new streamers? And then, I just have like a little tip here about, cup not being full and always trying to improve and that sort of thing. And then at the very bottom, because they gave a sample of our work for each of us, and there I am there. And that's about it. So you can see here, it says next they'll be introducing, the Mad Hatter, Soviet Death, and the Beard guys. So we'll be looking forward to hearing from those guys. And that's pretty much it. I mean, in a nutshell. So congratulations to you and to me and to all of us, because this is really good news. I think our gaming experience will only get better. And of course, thanks to all the folks that have assisted me, both in the present on these smaller projects and from the very beginning, Cosmic Carry and Wizard Ken. Very, very many thanks. And I'm still going to bother you guys. I'm still going to call you and ask you about some question. All right, guys, let's go ahead and conclude this part and jump into the regular portion of the news and updates, shall we? All right, so let's go ahead and get caught up on the news and updates for May 12th, 2015. And last time we looked, we were looking at the Wounded Warriors of Canada posting here. Then to get caught up, it's the Battle Hero of the Week. And Battle Hero of the Week, let's see what this awesome person did. Zonidu, most patrol duty medals earned using tier 10 tanks. All right. Very many good. And then going back to the main website, obviously we've already talked about Club Wargaming. And then the last thing to talk about is at the top, in-game competition. Again, I love these pictures. Looks like May 13th through May 17th. Looks like tier 6s, and it's only for lights and only artilleries. And they're looking for the highest amount of base XP in a single battle. Okay, well, sounds cool. What do you win? 3,000 gold, 1 week of premium, and then it goes down all the way to, and then again, I love this, 4th through 50th. So that means 50, potentially there's 50 winners. That's nice. All right, very many good. Well, it looks like we're caught up on the Xbox 360 edition website now, and jumping over to, there's nothing really to mention over here on the website other than, just keeping up with some things that I've been putting up. You guys have been asking, I've been listening. So we got the Garage Talk, video series that I've been starting up because you asked for it. Somebody asked for Churchill 3, abracadabra. T14, I think I just threw that in because it was kind of cool. But I am continuing to work on the things that you guys are asking for. And when I can get it done, I do. And I almost upload every day. If not, it's every couple days. But I will keep on filming, recording as long as you guys keep on asking. All right, guys. Well, you take it easy. I really appreciate you stopping by and taking a look at this. Thank you very much for making the channel what it is. Remember to continue following me on Twitter so that you can keep up to date with all the announcements. And gosh, if you guys are receiving this transmission, you are one of the 47 Ronin, and I will catch you guys later.